Hello everyone and welcome back to the KnowZone. We're so glad to have you with us. I'm Charlie.
I'm Janet.
And I am Marara.
Mara, why do you have a pack of playing cards in the studio?
Well, that's because someone mentioned that today we are all about games. And I love the indoors. So I thought we could play some cards.
Mara, it's nice that you have cards, but as a young person, you need to keep active.
Oh, I do keep my brain very active. Especially when I play cards.
Look, but if you played table tennis or squash, you would not only keep your brain active, but your body too.
Well, my body is kept active enough during athletics. So now, it's brain time. Charlie, come on. You want to play? Yeah, come on, let's play. All right. Okay. now,
Charlie, we have a show to get to.
Oh, okay. But later. Okay. Yeah, let's get on with the show.
We have a great show lined up just for you, from the Junction teens to out there.
Not forgetting Wild Zone, Career Zone, and Bus Stories.
Right, and we also have the big three: spell it, hot numbers, and cool words.
And with all those segments, why don't we get started?
You're right. So let's go into the chill out zone and meet today's studio guests.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
We are very glad to have you helping us with today's show. We're going to have a lot of fun. Are you ready to have a lot of fun?
Yes! Awesome, because we are ready to have fun with you too. And for you at home, be sure to tune in for lots of fun while we learn.
Oh, Charlie, let's play now.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
But we need to do the show.
No.
Marara, I can actually hear you, so no. Now, today's show is all about games. Who can tell us what some of the buzzwords are?
Coach, captain,
Beat.
net.
Excellent. Now, all of these words...
Charlie. Let's play now.
No. Okay, we'll play later. We'll play later.
Okay.
Now, all of these words teach us about games. Let's have fun looking for them in the next episode and throughout today's program.
Right, but there is no better way for us to start the show than to go to Makutano and find out what the teens are up to.
Yes, it is time for Junction Teens.
Hey, good morning, coach.
You are 10 minutes late.
I know, but I had to eat a healthy breakfast. You know, before I came to train, I just lost track of time.
When you want to be a champion, you must learn to be disciplined. Do you understand?
Hey, yes, coach.
Good. Now, think fast.
What was that for?
I was trying to test your reflexes, and man, they are terrible.
It's okay, I don't need good reflexes. The only thing I need is to know how you did that thing. I don't know.
Which move?
The thing where you hit the ball from behind your back. Hey, that was amazing. With moves like that, I can beat anyone.
Get this, Brian. It's not about beating anyone. It's about being able to defend and turning your opponent's force against him.
How does that help in table tennis?
You will learn as soon as you forget everything you think you know and be ready to learn from scratch. Now, are you ready to learn?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good. Now, put your hands out to the side. Now, wave your hands in the air. Faster. Jog on the spot. Faster.
Bakari, look foolish doing this.
Let's talk. More jogging. Faster. Jog.
This hater gets dusty so quickly, and we're all the helping hand underneath us.
Amish is still away, and Bakari is training Brian for the challenge. Diana, why aren't you working?
I'm sorry, I don't clean.
Did she say she didn't clean?
I have allergies, that's why I don't clean.
Password.
I don't know what the password is.
Fred, is that you?
Yeah, I came to drop something off.
The password is fair play.
Lilette, you don't tell people the password.
Fair play.
Spell.
Fairplay.
But did you come to drop off for me?
Actually, I came to drop off something for Diana. She accidentally left her books in my bag, so I thought I should bring them back.
Thanks, Freddy. I forget my stuff.
Yeah, well, I better get back to my garden. Letty, will I still be seeing you later?
Maybe.
Wow, Freddy's so nice. He brought the book for Diana.
Are you tired?
I'm exhausted. And I haven't even played table tennis.
You will only touch the panel when you're ready.
Bakari,
Captain! Good. Just like I showed you. When I say push, you must push the air in front of you as hard as you can with your hand. Push! Good. Spike! Captain, spike!
Look at the both of you. You look ridiculous.
You don't know anything.
I'll beat you. Wait and see.
Not with those moves you want. You look like a monkey posing for a picture.
Brian, we have to get back to training.
No, I'm finished.
But you can't give up that easily.
But all this training, it's not helping me. I just look ridiculous.
Brian, all I'm trying to do is make your reflexes sharper.
All this unflapping, it's not part of table tennis. I wanted to learn table tennis, but you wanted me to dance. I can go dance at home.
Captain! Now let's get back to training. 1, 2, good. 3. Faster. Hey, keep going, don't stop. Keep going. That's it, a bit faster. Keep going at the pace. Oh, yes! Yes, you're very good. Yes! That's it.
Deleti, are you okay today?
Yesterday you were quite out of it.
I was fine. It's just that thing of Freddie bringing Diana her book.
Is that the reason? You know Freddie likes you.
I know, and I'll be nicer to him since he was so nice. I prepared a picnic for us.
Wow. And are you going to tell him about you moving to school that's very far?
I'll try. I hope you understand.
Hey, Lilith. Excited about the competition?
It'll be fun. By the way, what are you doing later? I want to show you something.
Well, I can't because I have to do something with Diana. But maybe later after Diana and I finished.
Now, each competitor must play for 11 points. Whoever wins the 11 points wins the game, and the winner of the final will captain the team to the provincial championships. Now, I expect fair play from everyone, so let us play!
Kai Bakari, I can't do this. Have you seen the way Amos is just beating that boy?
Trust yourself. All you need to do is focus on one opponent at a time.
One love.
Freddie, can I talk to you?
Sure, what's wrong?
You don't want to be my friend anymore,
What? Of course I want to be your friend. You're very fun.
but you think Diana is more fun.
No, I was just helping her with her maths and English. She can't get any sums right and she's really, really behind.
Really?
Really. I wanted to show you my new tree house.
You have a tree house?
Yeah, I've been building it all year. Even Amos doesn't know about it.
Go, Brian! You can do this!
So that means that Brian and Amos will be meeting in the finals. Let's have a 5-minute break before we get back for the finals.
Now what's so funny?
Even with your coolest move, you still can't beat me. I'm just better than you.
I see, fine.
We'll see about that. Come on, Brian. Let's go get some fresh air.
Freddy, come here. These days you're one of the Junction babies.
No, I'm just hanging out with my friends.
Oh, so I'm not your friend.
You are.
Good. I need your help. Spoil it or hide it so that I can win. Eh?
Wait, you want me to help you cheat?
So that I can win.
No, I can't, Amos. You have to win on your own, fair and square.
Played nicely, my friend. That's how you play now.
We left this inside.
Don't worry about Amos, eh? I'm telling you, Amos is just shady. That's the thing. You just play your real game.
Remember, the winner of this game will be the team captain heading the team that represents us in the provincial championships. Let the game begin. Yes. One love. Nine, 8. And the winner of the challenge and the new team captain is Brian Baraka.
You played really well.
Yeah, so did you. And you have very strong moves.
Not like yours. Who taught you, by the way?
Bakari taught me. He learned from Mr. Wu.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Wu.
Maybe you should teach me some moves.
Yeah, you should teach us all. And we can also all go to the provincials. You can be the vice captain, I'll be the captain, and Bakari our coach.
Eh, that team will be unstoppable.
That was a great episode.
Yes, it was. And Bakari really helped Brian.
You're right. Now, what about you? Did you all enjoy that episode?
Yes!
Excellent. We're glad that you enjoyed the episode. And for you at home, we're glad that you tuned in as well. Now, can you tell us, what buzzwords did you hear in the episode?
Coach, captain, beat, net.
Good job, everyone.
I know what that sound means.
Yes, it's time for...
Cool words!
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Teacher Pendo.
Welcome to Cool Words. I hope you've all been well since the last time we were together. Now, during our last lesson, we learnt new words related to games. Now, do you remember some of the words we discussed?
Oh, yes, Teacher Pendo. I remember the word umpire.
Aha, very good. Now, can you spell that word for us?
Oh, I could try, Teacher Pendo. A-M-P-I-R-E.
Well, that was very close, Mara, but you just missed one letter. Next, I would like you and you at home to consider this. When we are writing, how do we show that we have reached the end of a sentence? Yes, Nyangweso?
We use a full stop.
Very good. Now, what if the sentence is a question? Yes, Marwa?
If the sentence is a question, we use a question mark at the end of it.
Aha, very good. Now, one more question. How do we show that we are beginning a new sentence. Yes, Muindi?
We write the first words with a capital letter at the beginning of a new sentence.
Aha, very good. Now here is a paragraph from a story extract. I am going to read through it and you will tell me where the full stops, question marks and capital letters are needed. Do you like playing games? They are very important to us because they make us happy and they make our bodies healthy and strong. Some games are played individually while others are played in teams. Which team games do you play at school? Volleyball is probably one of them because it is a very popular game all over Kenya. However, some people play volleyball without knowing very much about it, so they make a lot of mistakes. Wow. All right. So what is the first sentence? Yes, Odhiambo?
Do you like playing games?
Aha, okay. So what do we need to do?
So we capitalize D and add in question mark.
Okay, where do we put the question mark?
In the end of games.
Okay, very good. Now, what about the next sentence? Yes, Nyangweso?
They are very important to us because they make us happy and they make our bodies healthy and strong.
Aha, very
we
good.
We capitalize the T on the first they and add a full stop after strong.
Okay, well done. So we capitalize the T here. And we add a full stop right here. Very good. What do we do next? Yes, Marwa?
Some games are played individually while others are played in teams. So we capitalize S and add a full stop after team.
Okay, very good. So we capitalize the S here. And we put a full stop after the word teams. Excellent. What are we doing next?
Teacher Pendo?
Yes, Marara?
Can I try? Which team games do you play at school? So this is a question. So what we do is we capitalize the W and then we add a question mark after school.
Very good. So we capitalize the W. Okay, and what do we do next, Marara?
We put a question mark after the word school.
Very good. Okay, next, what do we do? Yes, Muindi?
Volleyball is probably one of them because it is a very popular game all over Kenya. So we capitalize V and put a full stop after Kenya.
Very good. So we capitalize the V and put a full stop after Kenya. All right, next.
Can I finish, Teacher Pendo?
Yes, please, finish it off.
However, some people play volleyball without knowing very much about it. So they make quite a lot of mistakes. Now, what we do is we capitalize the H on however.
Okay.
And then add a full stop after mistakes.
Okay, well done. So let's capitalize the H. And then let's put a full stop after mistakes. Well done, everyone. Question marks, full stops, and capital letters are very important in our sentences. So anytime you are constructing your sentences, ensure that you remember to include them. Right. Let us now look at these words. Now, what do you notice about them? Yes, Odhiambo?
Each pair of words sounds the same, Teacher Pendo.
Yes, there are many examples of such words in the English language that are often confused. We will now use some of these words in sentences that show the difference between their meanings. Now, who would like to have a go at the first sentence? Yes, Nyangweso?
During library lessons, we are not allowed with W to read aloud.
Aha, very good. We are not allowed to read aloud. Excellent. Moving on to the next sentence. Who would like to try? Yes, Marwa?
Juma and his friends knew with K that something was wrong when they discovered that the new ball had been stolen from the store.
Well done. The next sentence, our class? Yes, Muindi?
Our class spent the whole with W afternoon digging a hole outside.
Digging a big hole outside. Excellent. And who would like to have a go at the last sentence?
Oh, Teacher Pendo.
Yes,
Can I
Marara?
try that one?
Sure, go right ahead.
We then tied a rope without an R around the area and called it a day. I was very tired, but I was happy with the work that we had done.
Very good. Excellent work, all of you.
Oh, Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Marara?
Now, I think I need more practice with these words. It's a bit confusing.
Well, Marara, don't you worry. You know, with practice, it gets easier. Well, now that brings us to the end of today's Cool Words, but I hope to see you next time.
Oh, Teacher Pendo, what's happening next?
Well, we are going off to Maspidi.
All right. I knew you were going to say that. Well, is it a new episode?
Yes, it is. Well, it is time for a brand new episode of Out There.
I am so excited about today's Out There. I cannot wait for us to get there. I have a good feeling that today is going to be a fun day. Okay, let us do some exercises because we need to be ready. MISA is one of the world's leading sports organizations for youth development. It empowers young people to fulfill their potential and improve their lives through sports. MISA is run by and for young people. This compound is empty. So, was nobody told I'm visiting? I'm supposed to come and play again. Wait! Here is someone. This is a longtime friend of mine. He is Bethuel Maura, but his fans know him as Cantona. He is a die-hard fan of our national football team, Harambee Stars. He never misses any of their matches. Whether they are playing at home or away, he is always with them. Look at all these lovely kids we will be hanging out with all day. Hey, this is such a big welcome. Looks like everyone is ready for a warm-up for our game.
Are we ready, children at home?
Come on, good people. Get ready to play with us. Come on. I'm sure you are wondering if we are really serious about the game ahead. Well, the coach says that any kind of warming up helps not just the players, but it gives the audience the right kind of energy to watch the game. Oh, now it's time for the players to focus on the game. Yes, even Cantona and I will be playing. I will be the team captain and the goalkeeper for Team A. And he will play the same role for Team B. The team captain ensures their members observe the rules of the game at all times. This is a big responsibility. Before we start, as the players do the real exercises, the coach would like to teach me how to prepare a field in readiness for a game. First things first, it is crucial to have a goal. A goal is made up of a net and poles. If you are using a field without a goal, you use these cones to mark a goal. Get to the middle and move 2 steps on both sides. You repeat that even on the other side since you always have 2 teams, the opponents and the defenders. The defender is an outfield player whose primary role is to prevent the opposer from attacking. Everything is all set. The game needs to start. I have been given my training bib too. I am going to be on the defending team. Please remember that there are 22 players for a regulation full-sided game, 11 on each side, 10 field players and a goalkeeper. Oh no! I did not see that ball coming. I'm letting my team down. I should be a better goalkeeper. If this was a normal game, I would have to keep on playing for 90 minutes. Did you see that move? Even I do not think that I can do that. Yes, we scored! I can't believe that we scored. Let's rejoice that goal. Yay! Yay! It is getting late for the children. Although they come here at MISA to play every day, they know that they have to stay disciplined. They have to get back home early so that their parents are not worried. But they have to see me off fast. But they really did make me work hard. I hope to be back soon for more fun. Bye, good people. See you.
I loved that addition about there.
I know. It's always so interesting, the places that Maspidi takes us to. I wonder where he'll take us to next.
Well, let's all find out next week. I'm sure we'll be thrilled. Maya, did you enjoy out there?
Oh, yes, I did. Now, can we play some card game? You know, I have this fabulous game that I've been practicing the whole night. And you know what? I will beat you, Charlie.
What? Not a chance, man. Bring it on.
Oh, you think you can beat me?
Boys, the only game we're playing is a math game. It's time for the big three. Awesome, welcome to the big three.
Now, here it is all about your numbers. There are 2 teams. There are 3 sums. There are 5 seconds to solve as many sums as possible. Now, the winning team is the team that solves the most sums correctly. They get to take these wonderful books back to their school, courtesy of our friends, the Longhorn Publishers.
Now, if the scores are tied at the end, we move into a tiebreaker question.
That's right. Now, in this game, you only hear the question once. And you'll only see the question written down at the end of the game.
Now, you must answer the question and write down your answer on the answering pads that have been provided within 5 seconds, or your answers will not count even if they're correct. Are the rules clear?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, for you at home, make sure you play along. See how many sums you can solve correctly and whether you will be as happy as our winning team. Marara, do you have your stopwatch?
Oh, yes, I do.
Excellent. Then this game is about to get started. Here comes the first sum. 7 multiplied by 3 plus 6 divided by 3 plus 1 is what?
And start the clock. And stop.
All right, teams, I hope you have written down your answers. Let's move on to the next sum. 12, take away 6, plus 4 times 3, divide by 5, equals?
And start the clock. And stop.
Wow, This has been a very tight edition of the Big Three. We have one sum left. Let's see how our teams will do. 9 plus 6 multiplied by 3 minus 3 divided by 6 is what?
And start the clock. And stop. Time's up. Time is up.
All right, let's find out how everyone did. Team A, please show us your answer for the first sum.
Now, for the first sum, Team A have a 12.
All right, Team B, let's see what you have.
So, for the second sum, Team B has a 10.
Well, let's find out which of the two teams has the correct answer.
Right.
Sum number 1. 7 multiplied by 3, that's 21. Plus 6, that is 27. Divided by 3, that's 9. Plus 1, the answer is 10.
Wow, right.
Wow. All right, well done, Team B, on that sum. Team A, you are not that far from getting that one correct. Let's move on to the next sum. Team A, please show us your answer for the second sum.
And for the second sum, Team A have a 6.
Okay, Team B, what do you have?
And for the second sum, Team B has a 6 as well.
Similar answers there. They both correct?
Same answer. Let's find out if they're both correct. Here we go. Second sum. 12 minus 6 is 6. Aha. Plus 4, that's 10. Multiplied by 3, that's 30. Divided by 5. Oh, it's a 6.
Yeah.
All right, well done to both teams on that sum. It's getting very intense here. Let's see your answers for the third sum and see who's going to be the winner. Team A, please show us your answer for the third sum.
So for the third sum, Team A has a 12.
All right, Team B, what do you have?
And Team B, for the second sum, has, that's a 7. Well, Charlie?
Well, actually, Marara, this is their answer for the third sum. Now, if Team A gets it right, we will go into a tiebreaker. But if Team B gets it right, then Team B will get to take the textbooks. So let's find out together if Team B has won. Final sum. 9 plus 6, that's 15. Multiplied by 3, that's 45. Minus 3 is 42. Now, if you know your 6 times tables, you will know that 42 divided by 6 is 7.
Oh, wow. Great. Well, congratulations, Team B. You are today's winners of our textbooks.
Oh, brilliant. But to Team A, do not worry. Well done for playing the game and well done for getting one of the questions correct. And the benefit is you helped Marara with his maths.
Yes, you did. And for you at home, if you enjoyed playing the Big Three as much as we did, be sure to join Teacher Pendo for more fun with maths on hot numbers.
We're going to take a short break, but we will be right back after that with more fun and learning for another half hour.
That's right. Coming up, we have hot numbers, bus stories, and spell it.
Oh, great. Oh, Charlie. Yeah? Let's play a game of cards.
Oh, yeah, let's play. Where are your cards?
Oh, I can't find them.
Where are your cards?
Where are the cards?
Boys, like I said, we don't have time for games until the end of the show.
Just one. Okay, fine. We'll play later. But you come back, yes?
Yes.
Welcome back, everyone.
Sorry. I had to get the remote. Welcome back. We're so glad to have you with us. Hey, Marara, how's your break?
Well, it was fine, but it would have been better with the cards.
I told you not until the end of the show.
Oh, Janet, please.
Mara, no.
I'm sorry, Marara. Now, As you can hear, today's show is all about games. Now, before we get too far, why don't we remind everyone at home what the buzzwords are?
Coach, captain, beat,
Let's.
Excellent. Now, all these buzzwords teach us more about games. So listen out for them throughout the episode.
Yes, they do. Mara, could you tell everyone what is coming up next?
Right. Now, coming up next, we take a walk into the wild as we meet some of my friends and enemies as we see what they're up to in the wild zone.
Hello and welcome to the Wild Zone. In today's episode, we take a look at a project which tries to help the wildlife in the swamp live in harmony with the humans.
Though many of the people who live near the marsh don't realize what impact they have on it and the cranes, there are now plans to try and improve the situation. The Worldwide Fund for Nature is supporting a pioneering scheme to make the best possible use of the marsh for the benefit of both the people and the wildlife. Much is often said about these kinds of schemes, but this is a real chance to put words into action.
Especially on Wednesday morning.
And they must get on with it. Population pressure increases every day, and some of the damage being done to the swamp, like drainage, may be difficult to change back later. Lined by strips of forest which provide wood, the swamp offers a whole mix of potential uses. Of course, the key ingredient is clean water, something that is becoming more and more important around the world, whether it be in the cities of Europe or the densely farmed areas around Saiwa Swamp. It certainly is important to the cranes. Without it, the future of their kind will be at risk. Only cows, but this is a sensitive time. The farmer is not just cutting reeds for thatch, although the swamp can supply that if it's managed properly. No, it's for an interesting experiment to see how his cows respond to various forms of fodder from the swamp. It turns out that some plants go down very well, and so the swamp's value is raised a bit more. There's also progress back at the nest. In the past, perhaps the river was taken for granted. It rose and fell with the seasons, but it was always there, flowing quietly through the swamp. But now there are many changes along its course, and as with all rivers, it's a common link where upstream affects the downstream. The flow, the supply, and the quality of water can affect the food of the people. Here they're turning vegetation into fish, a popular tasty species called tilapia. But the fish farm will only succeed if the water's right. Then you have to catch those fish, which involves the cost of nets, how to use them, and a management plan for the future. Cecilia Gichuki, along with Morris Wangala, is the driving force behind all this. And it so happens that Cecilia's husband, Nathan, wrote up his bird research at Cambridge University on, appropriately, crowned cranes. He studied them here at Saiwa.
It's really interesting to note that if the resources are used properly, everyone can be happy. In next week's episode, we'll be looking at how the river can be used. Be sure to tune in.
Oh, that was a fascinating episode. Did you all enjoy it?
Yes! We are glad you did. Now, did you enjoy learning more about Mariah's animal friends? We hope you did. And if you would like to know more about them, you should join the KnowZone Club.
Yes, that's right. Just text the word zone plus your name and address to
5606. And you will become an instant KnowZone Club member.
That's right. And don't forget to ask your parents to help you with the text.
I know what that sound means. It's time to go and join Teacher Pendo in the learning zone.
Yes, it's time for Hot Numbers.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Chapeno.
Welcome to Hot Numbers. Now, last week we learned how to use brackets in algebraic expressions. We also looked into how to simplify algebraic expressions. Well, I hope you did some more exercises to make sure you are good at it.
But Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Marara.
I don't remember if there was any homework, but I do remember the lesson.
Well, whether you have any homework or not, you simply must keep revising. That's the only way to succeed. Well, today we will look at solving equations. Now, last week I said we use letters to replace a unit which is unknown. Today we will look at ways to solve equations to get the unknown. Now, I can see a few puzzled faces looking at me. Now, all of you, let us look at these equations. 8a minus 4 equals 5a plus 8. Now, this is a sum that we cannot complete because we do not know the value of a. However, it is possible to solve these and get the value of a.
Hey, Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Marahara.
I hope this is not going to be one of those days that everything turns to Greek.
Well, not to worry, Marara. Just pay attention and all will be well. Now, when you look at the equation, you see two sides. So we have two sides here. Now, the rule is that whatever you do to this side, you must do to the other side. Now, we are trying to simplify this equation. Now, so first, we are going to add 4 to both sides. So we are going to have 8a minus 4 plus 4 equals 5a plus 8 plus 4. Now, the second step is to subtract 5a from both sides, which gives us 8a equals 5a plus 12. We can then simplify these two. 8a equals 5a plus 12. Now the second step is to subtract 5a from both sides, which gives us 8a minus 5a equals 5a minus 5a plus 12. Now we then simplify this to give us 3a equals 12. Now remember, 3a means 3 times a. So our third step will mean we now need to divide both sides with 3. So 3a divided by 3 equals 12 divided by 3, which gives us 4. So that means a equals 4. Now let us solve another equation. 10m plus 6 minus 4m equals 30.
Oh, Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Marara?
I think I can do the first step.
Okay, good, Marara. You seem to be having fun with this.
Yes, that's because I was paying attention.
Okay, so
Now,
what's the first step?
Yes, in the first step, we'll subtract 6 from both sides, which gives us 10m plus 6 minus 6 minus 4m, which is equals to 30 minus 6.
All right. So this is what we get. Okay, very good. What's the next step? Alukwe, do you want to give it a try?
Yeah. We will simplify this to 10m minus 4m, which is equals to 30 minus 6, or 6m is equals to 24.
Very good. Okay, so 6m equals 24. Who wants to give it another shot? Yes, Model?
The next step is to divide. So we will divide both sides by 6, which is 6m divided by 6, which is equals to 24 divided by 6, which means m is equals to 4.
That is excellent. Now m, which was unknown, is 4. Now it is possible to double check your answers by actually putting in your answer in your original sum and see if it works. So let's put in our original sum, which was 10m plus 6 minus 4m equals 30, and we found out that m is equals to 4. So let's see whether this works. All right, so 10 times 4, this 4, plus 6 minus 4 times 4, this one, equals 30. So we get 40 plus 6 minus 16 equals 30. If you complete the sum, you will note that you solved your equation correctly. Sometimes you might have an equation that you might have to simplify first before you can find the unknown. For example, this sum on the board, 3 brackets 3y minus 2 close bracket equals 21. Now the first step is to open the brackets by multiplying 3 by 3y and then 3 by 2. So this is what we do. So we multiply our sum there, and then we get 9y minus 6. Therefore, 9y minus 6 equals 21.
Oh, hold it right there, Teacher Pendo. I can do the next step.
Okay, Marara, I see you're really enjoying this lesson.
Oh, yes. Now, the next step is to add 6 to both sides to remove the 6 from the left-hand side. So our equation will be...
If you complete the sum, you will note that you solved your equation correctly. Sometimes you might have an equation that you might have to simplify first before you can find the unknown. For example, let us look at the sum on the board. 3 brackets 3y minus 2 bracket equals 21. Now the first step is to open the brackets by multiplying 3 by 3y and then 3 by 2, which gives us 21. So let us do exactly that. So we multiply by 3, which gives us 9y minus 6. We can then go on to say that 9y minus 6 equals 21.
Oh, well, and Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Marara.
Wait, I can do the next step.
All right, you seem to be really enjoying this lesson.
Oh, yes. Now, the next step is to add 6 on both sides so as to remove 6 from the left-hand side. So our equation will be 9y minus 6 plus 6, which is equals to 21 plus 6, which can be simplified to 9y is equal to 27.
Very good. So let me just place that here. So equals 9y equals to 27.
Right. Now, I will then
Okay,
take the
Marara,
9y...
let's give the others a chance. Now, who would like to try?
To move 9 from the left-hand side, we will divide both sides with 9, which means that y is equals to 3.
Very good. So we divide by 9, which gives us y equals to 3. Well, fantastic job, all of you. You're all getting better than I expected. Well, I hope you at home also is doing as well as the studio guest. Now, we will do one final equation. So what we need to do first is to simplify this equation. Now, who would like to go first? Yes, Kevin.
The first step is to remove the brackets by multiplying 4 by 2 and 4 by 5, which is 8p take away 20 is equal to 3 bracket 2p.
So we can see clearly that you remembered to remove the brackets from this side, but you forgot about this side. So would you like to have another go?
Yes.
Okay.
So 8p take away 20 is equal to 6p.
Okay, very good. So 8p minus 20 equals to 6p. Who would like to have a go at the next step? Alukwe?
Yeah. We will need to remove the left 20 by adding 20 on both sides, which will give us 8p is equals to 6p plus 20.
Well done. So far, so good. So 8p minus 20 plus 20 equals 6p plus 20, which gives us 8p equals 6p plus 20. Moving on to the next step. Yes, Budeu?
We will now need to bring the 6p into the left side by subtracting 8p minus 6p is equals to 20.
Very good. So 8p minus 6p gives us 20. Excellent. Which means? Yes, Anyango?
Which means 2p is equals to 20.
Excellent. 2p equals to 20. What do we do next? Yes, Kevin?
We divide both sides by 2, so p is equal to 10.
Very good. So we divide both sides by 2, which simply means that p equals to 10. Excellent work, all of you. Well, that brings us to the end of our lesson. I look forward to seeing you next time for more hot numbers.
Well, Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Mara.
I think I'm really getting the hang of algebra now.
Well, that's good to know. Remember, it's all about practicing. Well, right now, it's time to check out the latest entry on our career database.
That's right. It's time for Career Zone. Yay!
Can you tell us a little about yourself?
My name's Dixon Ombari. I'm a lecturer in animation and graphics. I teach at Multimedia University part-time, and I also involve myself in creating of television advertisements.
How did you find yourself in this line of work?
When I was young, I loved to draw and paint, I liked dirtifying our walls with charcoal.
Did you need any qualifications, training, or experience for
Yeah,
your job?
of course, for you to train people, you need to be trained. And so I had to do a degree, an undergraduate degree, and later I had to enroll also for a master's degree. And apart from that, I had to do some specialized courses, yeah, in the areas of animation.
Please tell us what you do in a typical
Every morning
day.
I have to wake up at around like 6, yeah, so that I can be able to have my first class at 8. And I don't teach the whole day. So of course, after teaching for 4 hours, now I have to go and now do my advertising jobs. And basically my day would end at around 6, 7, because there's a lot of things to catch up with.
What is the best aspect of your job?
My best aspect about my job is that I get to see the fruits of my labor directly. If my student is good at what he does, that's how I feel. That's where I get my happiness from.
What are the main challenges of your job?
First and foremost, when you teach students who are not focused, students who don't know what hard work means, yeah. There are some students that you teach, and maybe, of course, they were brought to school they were forced to come to school by their parents, or students who don't know exactly what they want to be in life. They have not chosen their career paths, and it's very hard to train people like those because they're not so sure of what they're doing.
In your opinion, what skills or characteristics does one need in this line of work?
For you to be a good lecturer, you first of all need to be charismatic. By charismatic, I mean you need to be someone who is able to speak clearly, audibly. For someone who is able to communicate, that's the most important aspect. Of course, you can be a person with a lot of information, but if you don't know how to bring that information across, it becomes a problem. But of course, you need to be educated, and you need to be a person who can bring out that education to other people.
Looking into the future, do you have an overall career goal?
My overall career goal is to own a school of my own.
What advice would you give anyone interested in your line of work?
You have to have the passion. Yeah? That's the most important thing. You have to be passionate at what you want to achieve. Yeah? So if it's in teaching, you need to be passionate on how you train yourself in terms of being able to speak to people. If you cannot communicate to even your friends, then it will be very hard to be a teacher, because now these are students that you're dealing with. Yeah? So you have to be passionate, and you also have to be very patient, because the rate at which other people learn is not the same way that other people will also learn. So you have to be very patient you have to be patient with people or the students that you teach.
Oh, that was an amazing edition of the Career Zone.
Yes, it was. We hope you found it useful.
Oh, yes, I loved it. But I'm getting a bit confused now. Maybe you should stop showing us any more careers so that we can pick from what we have already.
Well, I don't think so, Marara. I see it as you have so much to choose from. The better informed you are, that means you can make a more informed decision.
Well, I guess you're right about that.
Yeah?
Well, I know I'm right about something else.
What?
You will be running out of that door in a few seconds.
What do you mean? What? Is it that time? Spell it?
Well, as you can see, Marara is too scared to jump into the spotlight again. But our studio guests are not, which means it's time for the biggest, baddest spelling challenge in the country. It's time for Spell It.
Animal, chatter, building, narrow, respect, vegetable, work.
Welcome to Spell It. Nyangweso, Alukwe. And Mudeu, you are about to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight to compete for the title of today's KnowZone Spelling Champion. Now, the winner will walk away with their very own KnowZone dictionary.
Each contestant has just 30 seconds to spell correctly as many words as possible. If you would like to hear the word again, all you have to do is say repeat, and the word will be repeated for you. Each word is worth 1 point, so the more words you spell correctly, the higher your chances of winning. Now, all of today's words are related to the day's topic, games. Are the rules clear?
Yes. Okay, Mudeu, you're up first. Please take your place on the spelling zone.
Mudeu, your 30 seconds start now.
Ball.
B-A-L.
Goal.
G-O-A-L.
Competition.
C-O-M-P-E-T-I-T-O-N.
Arena.
Pass.
Captain.
C-A-P-T-A-I-N.
Volleyball.
V-O-L-L-E-Y-B-A-L-L.
Rejoice.
R-E-J-O-I-S-E.
Sport.
S-P-O-R-T.
Tournament.
Pass.
Receive.
R-E-C-E-I-V-E.
Time is up. Done.
Alukwe, you're up next. Please take your place on the spelling zone.
Alukwe, your 30 seconds start now.
Coach.
C-O-A-C-H.
Game.
G-A-M-E.
Champion.
C-H-A-M-P-A-I-N.
Net.
N-E-T.
Defend.
D-E-F-E-N-D.
Opponent.
O-P-E-N-E-T.
Victory.
V-I-C-T.
Time is up.
Well done, Alukwe. Nyangweso, you're up next. Please take your place on the spelling zone.
Nyangweso, your 30 seconds start now.
Court.
C-O-A-T.
Fair.
F-A-I-R.
Fitness.
F-I-C-K-N-E-S-S.
Beat.
B-E-A-T.
Penalty.
P-E-N-A-L-T-Y.
Exhausted.
E-X-O-T-E-D.
Strategy.
Pass.
Polls.
P-O-U-L-S.
Play.
P-L-A-Y.
Time is up. Now, that was a very close edition of Spell It, and I think we are ready to reveal the results. It's been confirmed. In joint second place, we have Alukwe and Nyangweso, which means today's KnowZone Spelling Champion with a total of 5 points. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to Mudeu. Congratulations, Mudeu. You are today's KnowZone Spelling Champion. Here's your dictionary. Show everyone at home your dictionary right there. Another round of applause.
Very well done, Mudeu. Now, Alukwe and Nyangweso, do not worry. We have prizes for you too, courtesy of our friends, the Longhorn Publishers.
That's right. Now, I love Spell It, and right now my body is buzzing with adrenaline.
You know, I always have the plot.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The plot?
Let's join our friends, Boomba, Spek, Zawadi, and Raha on Bus Stories.
Well, it takes one to know one.
Can you two shut up? You're giving me a headache. You're just behaving like babies. And who asked you?
It's none of your business. Keep your nose out of it.
What's going on here?
They started it.
She did. It's his fault.
Stop. This behavior is unacceptable. We can't leave yet, and if necessary, you'll sit in silence.
Well, maybe I can help. Let me tell you a story.
That's very kind of you.
One day, Chuma was taking the Magic Four home from school. The four were not getting on. They were fighting, and fighting so much that the bus was shaking from side to side. Suddenly, the Magic Four were ejected out of their seats, out through the roof of the bus. Parachutes shot out of the back of their chairs, and they drifted gently to the ground. The gang landed in a strange clearing. Apart from a single tree, there was nothing else. They looked around at their new surroundings, still confused by what was happening. Before long, they were blaming each other again, pointing fingers and shouting. Eventually, Raha let out a loud scream and they stopped. But it was clear that they could not agree on a way forward. Specs pointed north, but Boomba wanted to go south. Zawadi thought they should go to the east, but Raha wanted to go to the west. They were all pointing different directions. Because they could not agree, they all set off in different directions. Were they ever going to find their way out?
Obviously, they should have listened to Specs. He is the cleverest.
Nonsense. It was the boys who started it, so they should have listened to the girls.
Please continue.
Well, Specs went to the north. After a short while, he came across a wall. He tried to jump, but the wall was too high. He couldn't see anything. Then he tried to climb the wall, but he couldn't get a grip on the wall. He kept slipping off and landing back on the ground. What could he do? His superpowers were useless because there was nobody's mind to read. All he could do was to turn around and head back to where he had come from. Meanwhile, Boomba headed south. Before too long, he came across a clearing. He smiled to himself. Had found the way out. But then he suddenly saw some wild animals and they were coming towards him. He made himself invisible, but still the animals came. They could smell him. All he could do was to turn around and go back. Zawadi had gone east. Using her supersonic speed, she went as quickly as possible. And before long, the landscape changed into a desert. All she could see was miles and miles of sand. Not wanting to be put off, Zawadi set off into the desert. Despite her lightning speed, the desert was never ending. Before too long, she realized that she couldn't carry on because there was still no end to the desert. So, she too had to turn around. Raha had gone to the west. She was confident that she was taking the right path. Before long, she reached the end of land. In front of her was a vast ocean. She couldn't see where the water ended. She tested the water by throwing a rock or a stone, and it was obvious that the water was too deep to swim in. So, she too had to turn back. What were the magical four going to do?
So, how did they escape?
It's obvious, isn't it?
So, what did they do?
The solution was staring them in the face. So, the Magic Four arrived back where they had landed. They were each surprised to see that no one had managed to escape. Each recounted what they had discovered. Zawadi described the impenetrable desert. Raha spoke of the deep ocean. Boomba talked of a plain filled with wild animals, and Specs mentioned the high wall. They huddled together before all rushing north towards the wall. Now, the wall was too high for just one person to climb, but by working together, they formed a human pyramid. Zawadi stood on Specs' shoulders and Boomba on Raha's shoulders. They were able to climb out and then lean down and pull up Specs and Raha. They were free. At the top of the wall, they were surprised to see Chuma and Teacher Mary smiling at them.
So they were not in any danger at all?
No. The only dangerous thing about Chuma is driving.
Where? Well, but the gang discovered something very important that day.
That it's much better when we work together and don't fight.
Now, are we going to have a peaceful journey home?
Yes, Teacher Mary. Thank you, Chuma.
Now, that was an amazing storytelling session.
Oh, yes, it was. And one of these fine days, I'll get to tell all of you a very interesting story.
Oh, Marara, go ahead.
Whoa, okay. Now, the story is about a very poor lion who had his cards stolen from him by a very, very, very heartless co-host. Now, what happened after that?
I'm sorry. Look, I just want to see you do some physical activity to keep your body healthy. Hey, here you go.
Oh, don't worry, he'll do some physical activity. I'll make sure of that. He'll be doing it as he's chasing me around after he loses at the card game.
Well, we will see about that.
Okay, unfortunately, we have run out of time for today's show.
But do not worry, because we will be back next week on Saturday with a brand new episode of the KnowZone.
Now, if you would like to contact us, just ask your parents to send us a text with the word zone plus your name and address to 5606, and you will become an instant KnowZone Club member.
All right. Now, are you ready for some serious card playing?
Come on, everyone. Let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.